connect.
Mm-mm.
Just mine.
Just yours.
It's fine.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Hey.
Maybe.
Nah. Said nah.
Okay.
Nah, bro, nah.
How do I make it go away?
Like that.
Okay.
And then you click the X button over there on that one.
Is that one bothering you?
I don't know. I don't even need to be looking at it. So, whatever.
Okay. So, we've been working on some stuff
Yeah.
this morning, today, yesterday, and this week, this month.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's time to tell the people. Hello, people.
Hey, boss. Yeah, we have been working on some stuff. So, I'm just doing some like research and just research in general. Like I just also want to say that our new setup is like phenomenal. I'm loving the camera views. I'm loving how crystal clear everything is. We've come
It is
so
fire, isn't it?
We've come so far. I'm loving we've got our backlights figured out to where they're not falling and hitting the floor anymore. So that's a little bit more professional, a little bit more professional of a glow. We got a new sofa. We still have the old
Still
sofa.
have the old sofa. It's
Yeah.
just on the
We
other
have moved.
set.
We got rid of the chairs. Those are gone.
The chairs are awful.
Yeah. They were a great thought. They
looked nice.
They were a good idea, but functionality and feeling comfortable in them, it wasn't our vibe. Definitely sofa is definitely more our thing. Downside to that, sofas from Amazon are made for smaller people. Fit me so well.
Perfect.
So well. I could live off of.
Look at where her back stops, though, and look how mine continues.
He's not made for Amazon furniture, or Amazon furniture is not made for him, but it works for me. And because Amazon furniture comes in boxes, and I love to assemble shit. And I'm good at it.
Yeah, your calling was IKEA,
right? Yeah. So, and this sofa, believe it or not, came in a box, delivered to the front door,
with a shitload of parts.
Yeah, but I figured
and the cushions weren't even inside of.
The cushions were inside of the box as well.
Yeah, but they weren't.
Were vacuum packed.
They were not inside the covers.
No, yeah, they were. Yeah, but they were like vacuum packed, and then you had to put them inside. It's the whole thing is assembly with just images and a different language.
The only thing I didn't have to assemble was the actual feet. I didn't have to like go chop the wood.
Oh yeah, but we still have to like line them up and screw them in and stuff. Yeah, I'm really good at using that Allen wrench.
No, you're not. If we were left with furniture built by you with an Allen wrench, we would all fall on the floor. I can't tell you how many times I've had to go get the impact up and go and torque everything down.
Yeah. I'm so grateful you're here.
Sometimes it sounds like NASCAR in here.
Pit stop. Tires. Yeah, it's good stuff. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But anyways.
Good afternoon, David. Yeah, so we've updated the set a little bit. We've dialed in the cameras for sure.
Cameras do look great.
Packed away some mics and decided to go wireless on our second set, which is why this is kind of shifted around quite a bit. Yeah, I can't decide if I like this thing right here or not. But I like that it hides what's like on the couch. So that's kind of cool. Still looking for an artist to make something for the
for
the back wall behind us.
For the imperfection in the wall.
That drives him crazy.
It does, only because I see it right there.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the camera, you don't notice it. You're supposed to be looking at the camera.
I don't like looking at it. There's nothing fancy about looking at the camera.
I know. I agree. But I'm trying to train myself to be better.
I understand. That's why I usually look at you. Like, I'll have a conversation with you.
Yeah. No, I agree. So a couple things that we've been working on now that we've broken the ice and welcomed y'all to our day. We have set up Christmas card images.
Oh yeah. Have y'all seen those? They actually look pretty well.
Yeah. I haven't done that type of photography in a really long time. I wasn't in a situation or relationship previously that it was supported. And so
Pause.
What?
Who out there on any of the business channels that's watching, hello, needs, wants business Christmas cards
Oh yeah, that's
for their clients?
so that's what I was getting at with this. So this shoot is specifically set up to be neutral. It's not overly done up in Christmas colors. It's definitely my vibe. I am what my kids call me, either almond mom or a beige mom. It depends on which kid you're talking to. I don't like bright colors. I'm very much a earth tone mom. I
Very
prefer.
opposite of me. I'm
Mhm.
usually in bright colors.
Yeah. Yeah, the kids, if we're doing a family photo shoot, or if I'm buying clothes for a child, like I'm picking them out, you're gonna get
Oh,
some
I know.
some pretty earth tone clothing.
Gray, beige,
Mhm,
sandstone,
mhm,
black.
mhm. Green, green,
Oh, like a
like a
yeah,
washed out green, yeah. Tans. Anyways,
forest green.
what I'm getting at is that the set is actually really cool. So it's a black wall. If you guys haven't seen the images, I'm going to post some more. But it's a black wall, tan couch, really great Christmas
It's kind of like
trees.
this couch color.
It is this couch color, yeah. This couch color, it's really cool. But I really like it. It's very much a modern vibe.
But we are running out of time. That's why I was like, call to action.
Oh yeah, call
Go
to
sign up.
action. Go sign up. Yeah. So I think the next dates for those are
Thanks, David.
the 25th.
I do like my neon colors. I like neon pink.
Yeah, he does wear a ton of neon pink. I will wear pink. Don't get me wrong. I do have bright colors that I purchase for myself, but if I'm at the store, I'm gonna go more towards my neutral tones. So yeah, the next date for the images are the 25th, which is the weekend of Thanksgiving, which gives me plenty of time to edit them and get them back to you. The point of them being is that it's a digital Christmas card. Throw it in your emails, put it in a text message, save yourself some postage.
Aren't you doing a digital thing?
What do you mean?
Aren't you doing a digital
Christmas card?
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's digital. So I will design it, put your image inside of something that's, either says Merry Christmas or Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, whatever your thing is, and send that over to you along with 5 images of just whatever for you to use. Throw them up on your website, holiday image, whatever you want to do with them, they're yours. And then use them for marketing. I don't really care. But they're yours to have. So that's the whole point of it is they're corporate type business, stuff. And it's meant for you to be able to build that relationship with your clients with a really good quality image.
Yeah. So go get yourself, yourself, your work wife, your work dog, get together.
Yeah.
Take a picture and get some stuff out of it out there for your clients for Christmas.
I just did a really awesome senior photo shoot. Turned out really well.
It did turn out really well.
I was really surprised.
Yeah. That was just kind of on a whim.
It was. Yeah. She reached out to me and was like, hey, will you do the images? And I was like, sure. And like, I don't know. Like I'm typically an outdoor image shooter, like as far as like senior photography or family photography to that point, just because I'd never had access to a studio. But like the more I dive into social media content and content creation, we had access to the studio, obviously, because it's where we do a lot of our stuff. And I was like, hey, I scheduled it. I used paper backdrops that I've never used before. But I've got a higher understanding of lighting now, which is obviously perfect.
Where did you get that from?
I know, right? Tribal council. And just learning.
How about trial and error?
Trial and error. I was gonna say learning, yeah, trial and error. Yeah, but I think those turned out really well. Really, really well for an indoor session. We did do some outdoor stuff and they brought a dog. So I got a ton of them. Like that is really hard. You know how hard it is to get a teenager to look at you like they are happy to be there and get the dog to also look at you at the same time?
Well, luckily, the teenager loved his dog and the dog loved his teenager.
Yes. Yeah. It was good. It was good. It was just it just takes a little bit more time, a little bit more patience to get things to work out.
I will say you have more patience than most.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks. I wonder what that is. I wonder where it came from.
Possibly the 5 children.
I was gonna say it's more God given than anything, probably. I don't know how you learn patience.
You don't learn patience. I don't think you can be taught patience.
It's an interesting concept and thought and topic for that matter.
Yeah, probably a lot longer one than we have time for.
or what people are even tuning in for. That's more of a everyday moments podcast than anything else.
Especially with like the whole topic that I put out there for this.
Oh yeah, what's the topic that you put out?
I forgot.
Oh, you
It's
forgot.
out there for them. They
okay.
can read it.
Social media marketing agency.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. So.
Oh, TJC. Yeah. So what does TJC stand for?
It's the Jennifer Clements. So it's partly my initials, not all of it's my initials. Yeah. So it's the Jennifer Clements.
So
I just
obviously your name's not the.
Right? No, it's not. I mean, it would be. I mean, maybe I will go through a name change, right, and just change it because that's how you get introduced when you go on stage to speak. Welcome, the Jennifer Clements. Welcome, Jennifer. Like, why not just have it be your name?
You want to put an LLC in there?
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
Last name LLC.
LLC. Yeah. It's funny.
So dumb.
So yeah. So the Jennifer Clements, TJC. Just to me, it just makes more sense to call it the TJC social media agency or TJC agency than what it the Jennifer Clements.
Than actually spelling it all out
Yeah.
and taking up all of that room.
Yeah.
It would like go across the entire screen.
There's just too many words. Like people are gonna be like, I'm done reading. That matters in marketing. Yeah.
Can you guys say what you're saying with less words?
Honestly, true story. Yeah. So what do you think we've been working on?
What do I think we've been? Well, I know what we've been working on.
What have Weezes been working on?
Well, we've gone through some rebranding, some restructuring, a lot of internal stuff that our clients really haven't really been affected by at all.
You sound like corporate who's bringing in someone to elevate efficiency.
Great. Here we go. You know how many times a day I get called corporate?
Right.
Maybe I'll go for a name change.
He's corporate to me, y'all. He keeps my ADD under control.
Nobody can keep your ADD under control.
I disagree.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyhow.
Anyways.
We made up this sweet little menu.
Yep.
And it goes into detail because we're doing a lot of client intakes right now.
We are doing a lot of client intakes. And so we broke it down.
Not that we didn't have something that we were going off of. Yeah. It's just we want to add some things this coming year and make some changes. We want to do more with these people.
Right. And because here's the deal is it's like the more we get into this and the more we learn, granted, we knew a lot before,
Yeah.
But things change, right? So
every day.
One of the things that Google My Business came out with is that they're linking your you can link your socials with Google My Business. So if you go into Google My Business and you can put in your social media platforms.
You will.
You should do this. So I was like, and so then we were talking with an intake client this morning and like kind of had this like aha moment. Like I had thought it in my head and like I had thought I had expressed this, but obviously had not. It's like, look, here's the deal. Google, and I looked up the rankings. I wonder
who's paying attention. And if you are here, please listen carefully to what's about to be said next.
Yeah. So here, I'm gonna pull this up here.
One free nugget of information.
Yeah. So you just go in and you just type in, even go to Yahoo and ask this. It doesn't even necessarily have to be anything. But with my research, the top 2 search engines are Google, obviously.
Number 1.
Second search engine being YouTube. So
what's number 3?
Number 3 is Amazon.
I would have thought Amazon would have been like 1, but okay.
No, I think that's pretty crazy. People are going into, I mean, yeah, I guess you go to Amazon, you search for
Google.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy. Number 4 being Facebook. So what I find crazy is that like Yahoo wasn't listed. Um,
Or any of the other large socials weren't listed either.
right. So like
Because you're not going to Google Facebook. You're not going because they're apps. But you will go to Google to get to YouTube. Even though YouTube's an app, you will go Google YouTube
right. So
because you go Google YouTube sign in because that's the way you have to do it from a desktop.
right. So which is crazy with over 80%, 86% of the search market share being held by Google, which is awesome. So
But jump
Google,
back into the
so
the
Google,
connection.
so Google and YouTube own each other,
We
right?
lost one.
Yeah, so Google and YouTube own each other. And the importance of this being that now that they're linking your socials, YouTube is now considered social. So if you are going to have the two be linked together now and it have a weight, a ranking, a say so in how much you are visible on Google, why are you not creating some type of content about your business in Google? Why are you not using shorts? Why are you not why do you not have a long form content video? Or why do you not have a short form business card video about your business and what you do and what your mission is? Like, why? And here's the deal, like, even if you only ever post one video on this YouTube platform,
it is your social.
it is your
It's your
social.
social verified through Google.
Right. It is your social. It is a social component. But here's the deal. With that being there, ultimately, it's got the potential, even with just that one video, if you continue to use that link, like on your website, you use that link to your Facebook, you use that link to your Instagram, you use that link to your LinkedIn, that points everybody back to that video. That video can then be monetized and you can receive mailbox money. And you're also helping your ranking inside of Google My Business because you're showing that you've got more authority in the internet space. So why do you not
Mic drop.
So why do you not have a piece of content on YouTube about your business?
Yes. Google made it really easy. They said, look,
We own the top
we didn't
two.
own a social. Now we do. Now it's required. And because we own it, we can control it. So we can watch the two connections be made. And at bare minimum, you can do this
Yeah.
if you don't want to participate in all the other social
Socials.
BS.
Yeah.
All you have to do is that one thing.
Yeah.
And you already have a Gmail account.
Yes.
So that's how you log into YouTube.
Yeah.
You don't have to go create something new, something that you're going to forget,
Right.
whatever. Doesn't
Right.
matter how old school you are.
Yep.
You can have a YouTube account.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Right.
Those 6 boxes, whatever it is at the top of your Gmail account, that have the drop down where it says all your photos and your Google Drive and everything that goes in that little area.
Yeah.
In that spot, there is actually a YouTube spot.
Yep.
All you gotta do is click and connect.
Yeah. It's part of the relevancy now. And the way that Google is trying to complete the circle and connect everything, and so that your authority in the internet space it's all about content. It's all about what you put out. It's all about how you talk about your business. It's all about how you describe who you are. It's all about creating that. Oop.
Sorry.
Would we lose connection on?
It's back though.
Okay. It's all about telling the story of your brand. And it really just makes sense that everything's connected together now. And I feel like it's a really big moment and a really big movement. And I think the earlier adapters receive the most benefit. So don't drag your feet. Don't say it's not for me, because here's the deal. Like, they're going to change the rules on shit, like Google always does.
Yep.
So jump in there before they change the rules on shit and make it happen. So jump in there and utilize the fact that it's like, oh, let me link all this together and then link this to and then put this YouTube video on my website. So then every time somebody goes to your website, it's playing. So then you're getting paid, monetized because you're getting public watch hour views or public views from this video that's playing on your website. Why not? That doesn't like then you're being paid because people are visiting your website. It's mailbox money at this point.
Yeah.
And so then, that's just for one video. That's just you creating a business card about your business, describing your business,
and
what
who
you
doesn't need a
do.
business card video?
Right.
I have one.
Yeah, I have one too. So like go in and this is what we do. Like we go out to your business and you talk about your business, talk about which camera are you trying to switch to?
I'm just trying to get them to switch. They're not working.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
So it's like you could do this. Like it's totally doable. As a business owner, sit down, take one day, book us, or honestly, us.
I'm game.
Book us and have us come out and record you talking about your business. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what I would say. No problem. We already have the questions preloaded. Like,
yep.
It's fine.
David, the guy that's been commenting on here, he can ask him.
Yeah. He's awesome.
Anybody want to ask somebody, you can ask him.
Yeah.
We were just there. So yeah, that is the whole thing between Google and YouTube and socials. That was a free nugget. Do with it what you will. But I definitely recommend using that to your advantage. So back into, the why. So that was what I posted on this post. So
that's pretty much the why.
What are you doing whenever you hire a social media marketing agency? Are you asking the right questions whenever you hire these people?
And are they using your content? Like, are they using...
Well, let's just kind of go through the questions.
Oh, okay.
So what are some good questions to ask? Here's a good question. Do they ask you the size of your business? Why would that be a good question?
Size of your business tells a lot. Tells us, like, for me, I want to know the size of your business because it's going to tell me if you've got a budget set aside for marketing. It's going to tell me if you've got growth. A lot of times when I ask that question, they're like, oh, well, we're 5, but we want to be XYZ. Like they always tell you their growth. Business owners do anyways. When we talk to them, they tell you their growth participation.
They like to brag about it. And as you should.
Yeah, absolutely. So and to that, I'm asking you because I really just want to know, like, are you, because that's going to help me decide, okay, that's helping me design. Icebreaker. It is an icebreaker, but it helps me design a plan that's going to fit your size business. That's why.
Yeah.
So, and then
how many years have you been in business? Are they asking you that question? Why should you ask that question?
I asked that question because that's going to tell me, like, okay, cool. Like you've got anniversary coming up. You can then talk about, and then you could maybe do, talk about the stages of business, right? Like tell the story of your brand. The story of your brand is how long you've been around, how you got started, how have you grown? What are some troubles that you've seen? Like all of that is part of your story and it matters.
So what do you do with that information?
It helps when I am writing a blog about your business. It helps when I'm creating marketing material for you. Like if you just recently, like the Lavenders had just recently hit a 10-year thing and they hadn't even celebrated it. I'm like, okay,
I know.
Cool. So like I created some media around the 10-year, anniversary of their business.
Yeah.
So they should be celebrated. Milestones should be celebrated. And just
milestones.
Yes. Milestones of life should be celebrated just like your birthdays or your anniversaries or Christmas or Thanksgiving. Like those things are celebrated, and so should be the years of growth of your business.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
How about a question maybe? So how about what's your target audience? Why is that question important?
I like to hear what they think their target audience is.
I think the question is important and relevant, being okay, what is it that you do?
Yeah.
Because
and
if
to
your
that,
target audience, if your target audience is, all right, say you're a dog groomer, so your
Mhm.
target audience is everybody that has a dog,
Mhm.
and you're targeting people with cats.
Oh yeah. I was going to say your target audience to me also matters because depending upon the platform depends on the audience that you're reaching.
This as
So
well.
each platform has a different audience that participates in it. And so if you can tell me who
Would you like me to get you those numbers?
no, if you're depending upon who you're selling your product or service to depends on which platform you should even be using to market your business.
Yes. They have different age groups. They have different geographical regions, demographical regions. So much stuff goes into who, what, when, where, um, on that. But audience is a big thing. So, who does your audience need to be? Like, if you're in the trades, you pretty much want to target everybody in the trades, not a specific thing. And you're not really targeting the trades if you're in the trades and you're trying to produce content. You're trying to target your audience is the people, right? Or contractors if you're in commercial, whatever it is.
Right.
So that's just an example.
Right.
Um, do you ask them if they've potentially ever used a social media marketing agency before?
Yeah, because a lot of times, like majority of the time, they've tried it and it's not done anything for them. They, and if they have had a positive experience or negative experience, I want to hear about it. I want to hear
What are some of the negative experiences you've heard?
negative experience I've heard is that they don't deliver. It's just the pictures that they use are just stock images. It wasn't my technicians. It
Oh, whoa, whoa,
wasn't
whoa. What's a stock image?
a stock image. So in photography,
Is it
there
like, okay, they gave you a picture, it's their stock image of whatever, a panel or
no. So a stock image is basically there's like photo banks where you can go online and you can be a member of it and you can type in electrical panel and it's a generic photo that somebody took of an electric panel. It's not an actual panel from that your technician on a job site or it's not
so it's a paid for.
it's a paid for image that anyone can subscribe to this photo bank and get. So that image could be used hundreds of thousands of times.
Nothing authentic about it.
Nothing authentic about it. Nothing of it tells the story of your brand.
Is that not breaking some sort of copyright law?
No, it's not because those images are sold to that photo bank and that photographer is paid. And then you pay for your subscription to be a member of this photo bank.
What
So
if they
there's no
didn't get them
copyright.
there? What if they took them off somebody else's
They absolutely
website?
can. That's absolutely some things that I've heard that do happen.
Or what if they took them off somebody else's Facebook post?
That happens too.
Because you can screenshot with an iPhone, you can take a picture from anybody, right?
Absolutely. Happens.
Is it not copyright on any level?
That I would imagine probably is. I don't even like to play around or even think in that realm. So I'm not going to say that I'm educated in the fact of what is or isn't copyright law. What I am going to say is that I only take on clients who will be allowing me to come out and take images that I can use.
Right. So your business, what you're telling me right now, is 100% custom.
Yes.
Custom
Everything
fabricated to fit.
Right. Everything is your images, your brand, your everything, your jobs, your installs, yours of yours. And so I come out once a month, and whether we're on a job site or we're in your office, whatever it is we're doing, those still like, maybe you've had a new hire or you've got a new truck wrap or you've got a new group shot you want to do or this is for your Christmas card, like whatever you've got, or you have a new shop dog. It doesn't have to be stiff imagery. It could just be like you sitting down talking with a technician one-on-one, like
Yeah.
And that's what I tell my
Which
clients.
is actually really good content.
Which is what I tell my clients is like, do your day.
And
I'm just here to
ignore me.
document it.
Yeah.
That's it. Because I'm going to get what I need to get by you just doing what you're doing, because that's what I'm here to document. I'm not here to stage anything. I'm not here to capture something that doesn't genuinely happen,
Yeah.
because that's where the connection is made when the genuineness comes out.
So, what comes out of that sort of content, in your experience, since obviously you've been doing this?
Yeah.
What type of response is given out of that content delivered?
Just still imagery that I use for branded posts.
No, I'm talking about like the personalization, the showing, the connectivity, and everything that goes on in the business that is very genuine,
Mhm.
and then you showing that to the public. What transpires out of some content that's put out like that?
There's a lot actually that happens. So people, will follow your brand for quite a while. They're like, "Oh, I know this person. I like their content. I trust their content." No, like, trust. So then they follow you and then they're like, "Oh, man." And then your stuff becomes consistent because they're following your page, and so they see your stuff all the time, and then they're like, "Oh, hey, yeah, I need X, Y, and Z." And so then you are able to make that happen. It's just phenomenal that it's just the way that it works, and that's the content component of relatability. The second thing that happens is you're creating a relationship with potential new hires that you don't even know are looking at your business.
Well, how is that?
Because they're humans too. They are, whether they own a home or they're a technician, regardless, they're looking, they're watching, they're seeing who their competition is. Maybe because they work here, they're like, "Oh, this is our competition. I want to watch them." Okay, well then now you've gotten it to where you're no longer their competition and they're wanting to come work for you. So you're opening up the door of transparency of like, "Hey, this is what it's like to work here with us." And so then you're creating a line of people when you post up that ad that your doors are open and that you're hiring. They now see that and they're like, "Oh, yes, please." So you're creating um, a pool of new hires that you don't even know you're creating,
Hmm.
because you're opening the transparency of, "This is what it's like to work here. This is who I am. This is our story. This is our mission." You're more than just a branded post on social media. Like, a post on social media that you offer $69 service calls does not tell me the origin story of your business.
Hmm. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
I would say that brings a shit ton of value.
I think it does.
And so
Hiring is one of the most expensive things any business will do.
I heard something on a phone call. I think it was last night. Maybe it was today. Could have been.
Mm.
So a lot of people look to social media managers, influencers, whatever y'all want to be called. I'm not trying to get that wrong or downplay anybody. Um, but they ask them, you know, well, how come I didn't get any bookings off of my this Facebook ad?
'Kay.
Um, s- what was the response to that?
The response is even if you're not getting any book, and was a question in regards to somebody who didn't wanna do Facebook paid ads. Totally understandable, a lot of people don't wanna do them. So cool. But even if you're not booking something off of if you're not booking something off of your Facebook, what you are doing is gaining authority within Google, so long as you've got your socials linked to Google. So granted, what you're doing is you're loading, like, yeah, that call came from Google, but you placed higher in Google because you've got more content and you're more relevant. So yeah, the call didn't come from Facebook, but guess what? You can only put so much content in Google. So now Google's like, "Oh, let me go search for this. Oh, look at that. Look at that down there." Like, you've got such a wide casted net now for Google to go, "Oh, that's their social. That's their social. That's their social." Now your authority ranking has gone up. So yeah, the call didn't necessarily come from your Facebook.
Oh, but it did.
It came from the fact, not the fake, it came from the fact that your authority in your net is casted so freaking wide because you've got content out there about your business.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can understand that you're a little bit frustrated that you're almost spending this money on okay, cool. Like, I get that. But your Google is higher, your authority is higher, because of what you're putting into other places. And Google recognizes that and has made it to where it's now like linking and matters.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say that you guys need to focus on the fact that your phone calls need to be coming off of your ads or your post or anything like that. That's not the point behind having a social media agency behind you or content creation agency behind you or even having a business coach. Do you get phone call businesses? Do you get business through your business coach? No, you don't,
No.
but you do.
Yeah, because
You
of the
don't,
skills,
but you
because
do.
because of the skills that they're helping you implement.
It's no different. You're buying into things just like it's no different than Google.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to buy into all of these things as a business because it's something that you have to do in
Mm-hmm.
order to control your space.
Mm-hmm.
And all of those things together help the phone ring.
Yep.
No one thing in particular.
No.
No one thing in particular does it.
No.
Not even not direct mail marketing, not cold calling, not social media, not Google, not anything, not any one thing will do it.
No. But you
It
know
is
what
a
will?
combination of everything.
It's a wide casted net with surface area. The more surface area that you have, the more opportunity you have for the phone ring.
But I will also say there are the right ways and wrong ways to go about doing these things as well.
Yes.
So when it comes to each and every one of those items that I just listed off, there is a right and wrong way to do each and every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we can start at the top of that list. There's a right way to do Google.
Yep.
And there's a wrong way to do Google.
Mm-hmm.
And you can spend a shit ton of money on Google.
Yes.
And you don't have to.
You can just spend a shit money anywhere, honestly, to make any of it work.
You can
You just
direct
can.
mail market. You can throw paper in mailboxes all day long.
Mm-hmm.
And paper can go from that mailbox to the trash can all day long.
Yeah.
But they can also go from paper on the mailbox to paper on the counter that stays on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Because those things can be done wrong as well. Just because the wrong thing is on that piece of paper, it will go in the trash.
Yeah. Yep.
And a lot of people are probably like, what the fuck's he even talking about?
I know. I get it. I know. It can be overwhelming because people are like, I don't even know what to start. This is going to cost me so much money. I've done so much stuff in the past. This
It's
has been
already
wasted.
costing you money. You're already spending the money on it.
Yeah.
Get with someone that knows the space fully.
Yeah.
From the top to the bottom.
Yep.
And I will guarantee you, majority of the people that you're talking to or doing business with have never been a business owner and never been in your shoes.
Well, I mean, majority of the time, the people that you're talking to, right, they own an agency. So yeah, they're business owners. But what they are not
doing, they're not trying to get to clients like you guys are.
Well, here's the deal is that they don't understand the trade space. They don't understand the homeowners. And that's what makes us different is the fact that we live in the trades and we understand homeowners. We live and breathe the trades. This is not something that I just I'm just so I'm champion the trades. Like I'm so pro trades. It's unreal because one, we've been taken advantage of because people are trying to sell us things who've never worked in the trades. They don't know how to talk to homeowners. They don't know how to sell homeowners. They don't even understand what it is that you sell because here, for instance, like an electric panel, they'll put you a panel in, but the picture of the panel is from a panel that they offer in Canada, not one that they offer in Texas. Because guess what? The way we install
it's a motor control panel and not a panel inside your house.
Or the panel or the
you may not even know what a motor control panel is.
Or here's the deal is like if your post or picture or postcard is not relevant to what they would see or expect to see in their home, it's out. It doesn't make any sense to them. They've had to think too hard.
Just like some of these conversations that I'm talking about to you guys right now makes no sense, right? Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you
So
want somebody that knows both sides.
yeah,
You need somebody heavily educated in both atmospheres, from
yes,
business owner side and being on your side, knowing that you don't have endless pockets or endless money to throw at all this stuff. You
mm-hmm.
just want to spend the right amount of money. You need to make it work,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to go broke doing it.
Yep. Honestly,
We don't want you to go broke doing it. That
no,
does nobody any benefit.
it doesn't do
You
anyone.
you don't get to continue to be a client,
No, you don't.
and everybody loses. And we're trying to create wins. So
Yeah. So we've got packages, honestly.
yeah,
But like it just, and to that, it's like, we studied and it's like, different, like I said, different platforms have different users. Depends on your clientele, depends on where you're trying to market. All of that matters. It all matters so much. But the fact that my heart lies in the fact that I want to work with people who are in the trades. I want to work with people um, who understand how hard it is to just make a living. Like I understand. I understand how much overhead there is with a service company. I understand the struggle of getting started. I understand, like,
why is it that you understand the overhead and the struggle of a service company? Is it because you own one?
yes,
Oh, well, that
yeah.
makes sense.
This is not my first one.
Why is it that I don't understand that?
Huh?
Why is it that I would understand something like that?
Because this is probably like your 27th.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. I know it's an exaggerated number for you. But yeah, like we
Honestly, we've
both
been here. I've been
in
here
this space.
since, yeah, 8 years old.
Yeah.
I've, yes, it's almost 30 years. It is 30 years. Almost 30. Oh my God, I'm old.
Yeah.
It's 30 years of being in the trades. It's a
Here's
lot.
the deal. The times of Yellow Pages are gone. The Yellow Pages book,
I loved that conversation earlier.
it's gone.
Remember the maps goes, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Flying out the window.
The maps goes. Yeah. Those times and ways of businesses are dying. Paper invoices, dying. So it's a way of the past, and it's just not it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. You've got, and here's the deal. If you don't want to
Everything's digital.
spend, if you don't want to spend the money on Google, you don't want to spend the money on SEO, spend the money on content. Spend the money on telling the story of your brand. Like if you're in a position where you've got to pick one or the other, and and I can remember some of these guys who, and I say guys because honestly, like let's just be real, majority of the trades is owned male
No, it's
dominated.
not.
Yes, male dominated industry. But like you get into it
That
and
that change is happening.
it is happening.
It is happening right now,
It is.
whether you guys believe it or not.
So
There's such a big shift happening.
there is. But if you're one of those where you're doubting SEO and you're like, it's smoke and mirrors, it's a magic man behind a curtain, you're not believing it, you're not trusting it, try content. Try putting yourself out there and telling the story of your brand, but do it with your voice, your videos, and see how that works out for you.
Yeah. And nobody's saying that we have to be the ones that do it for you, but
No,
we are sitting here educating
indeed we are.
on exactly what you can do on your own.
Yeah.
If you just listen. And we're also saying that we're here for you if you don't want to do it on your own.
Right. So if you'd like to book a consult, you can go to the website that's scrolling across the bottom, thejenniferclements.com. There's a consult link there. You can also sign up to text with me. It's one of the pop-ups that pops up, and we can text back and forth if you've got questions. We do have consult times open. Today's Friday, isn't it?
Today's Friday. I bet we could squeeze in one more in.
I bet we do have room for one more today, if not two. But if you want to start the week off in, we've got some on-sites next week scheduled already for gathering content for their business.
Mhm.
One business is actually relocated to a new facility, so I'm excited to go
I'm
out.
excited to go see that one too.
Yeah, I'm very excited. He was in a really small space before, but he was doing great things with that small space. So I'm excited to see where he is now.
Yeah, and then we came aboard about 3 months before he decided that he was going to change spaces, and he got super busy.
Yeah,
And then, yeah, I can't wait to see the new space
I can't either.
because that space was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. It was good. It was good. Very nice, humble man who owns that business. So, yeah, and then I think we're supposed to have 2 more on sites next week. And then we go into Thanksgiving week, which we don't have anything scheduled for Thanksgiving week.
No, and I'm open. Like, we'll be around.
Indeed, we will.
So
Yeah. So if you guys want
just
to,
probably will be obviously laying low for Thanksgiving, but
yeah. Well, and we'll be working obviously on editing the content, posting it, scheduling it, loading it to wherever it needs to go, and doing all of that fun stuff. So it's a process. I love creating the short forms. I love creating the all of it. Really, I really do love creating. Every brand is so unique. Every story is unique. Um,
yeah. So I want to clarify something because I know it's very hard for you to not want to focus on the trades, but it's to be clear, we're not 100% trades. Okay. We do have other clients
yeah.
um, that are not trade related clients. We have photographer,
Mhm.
we have
daycare?
a daycare,
Mhm.
have a PDR guy, which is kind of in the trades because it kind of goes with hailstorms and roofing.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we've got some other types of clients. We also have a mall
Mhm.
that we do a lot of work for as well,
Mhm.
and that's that's a pretty big ordeal in itself. It's retail and it's everything. So they have concerts. They have all kinds of places because it's not an indoor mall. It's an outdoor mall. So they have multifamily residential and they have all of this other
Mhm.
stuff.
Mhm.
Well, very very kind of an intense project,
Yeah, it's good though.
but it's fun.
It is fun.
So just want to be clear that we're not set to any one style of client, and we are able to take on pretty much whatever's out there.
Yeah.
Um, we do Zoom calls for intakes so that we have a face to face, and we can you can see us, we can see you, we can make sure that it's a good fit. We don't take on every case that's put in front of us.
No.
And we will be very honest if we don't feel like it's a fit for us. And we ask that you guys do the same on your end. So if you don't feel like it's a fit, and we don't force sell anybody. So if it doesn't feel like it's good, just follow your heart, don't do it.
Yeah.
Right. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to get that last part out
Yeah.
so that everybody's clear that we're not just 100,000% focused on trades only. We are open to other things and other business styles as everybody has these needs.
Everyone does. And like I said, even if it's just one video that you shoot, everyone should have a business video card that tells a little bit about your story of your brand, tells a little bit about what you do, and tells a little bit about your backstory and a little bit of what service area you have. Um, it's not forever long, it's not forever detailed, but if you're going to have one video, it should be that. And then load it into YouTube.
Yeah. Make YouTube your friend.
Yes, it's the second largest search engine.
It irritates me a little bit that you guys are not already doing this because you use it. I know you're using it.
Who doesn't have YouTube TV?
Who doesn't look up YouTube how to do something?
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
I don't know. I love YouTube. Anyhow,
Our kids do too.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They wear that thing out.
Mm-hmm. So
Well, what else you got, honey?
that's really it. What time is it? My watch has been going off like crazy. we've got
You want to know what time it is?
it's
2:07.
2:07. Yeah. I was gonna say if you want to log off here, we can probably do an EDM podcast.
You have anything else for the people?
I don't. I just recommend that if you had any questions about anything that I talked about and you were like, I have no idea what that means, if you'd like more explanation, or if you would like to see how it can be applied to your specific request, hit us up on thejenniferclements.com and schedule a time with us to do a video call face to face, and let's find out how it can fit your brand, how it can be relevant to your brand, how it can be relevant to your goals for next year. Now is a great time to start planning for next year, what your goals are, where you want to be in March, where you want to be in the summer, and what you need to preload in order to make those goals happen. So let's have the conversations now, and see if we're a good fit for something that you're wanting to happen in 2024.
Sounds good. Well, thank you everybody for your time today, and I hope you guys have a blessed weekend.
Yeah, bye y'all.